She's a well-known judge who is known for her outspoken advocacy and giving those in her courtroom a voice.
A Judge Rosemarie Aquilina, who got national attention after presiding over the Larry Nassar case, is hosting an event today to raise awareness for domestic violence, assault, and human trafficking victims.
And of course, good morning to you, Judge. Thanks for getting up early and being with us.
Good morning. My pleasure.
All right, well, let's talk about this. Obviously, when you did the Nassar trial, you got the spotlight kind of shining right on you, but you've been advocating for victims for a long time, haven't you?
Since I was a practicing lawyer, I represented hundreds of persons who fell under the court network because of child abuse or domestic violence. Yes.
Let's talk a little bit, though, about, how the Larry Nassar case changed you personally and professionally to lead you to want to do more now.
I think domestic violence is one of those things that abusers don't realize they're abusing because they won't admit it to themselves. People don't talk about. We need to be aware of domestic assault, domestic abuse. There's so many forms of it. It can be financial abuse, intimate partner abuse. There's so many forms of it. People are not willing to get involved in someone else's life. And the silence is causing people to not only be injured, but to die. If you look at just the United States statistics, an average of 24 people per minute are victims of rape, physical violence, basically domestic violence, which means in 1 hour, there's 1,440 victims. We can't tolerate that. We need to speak out against it.
Judge, why do you think people are so afraid to get involved when it comes to abuse?
I've heard it right from juries. I talk to juries after every trial, and especially when there is a not guilty, and I look at the evidence and I say, how could they have made that decision? And they say, well, that's the life they chose. No one chooses that life. I promise you, no one wants to live that way. People want to feel safe in a relationship. We need to be able to recognize it, call it out, and protect people, and quite honestly, retrain people. We're not going to put every single person who's ever been verbally or physically assaulted or been the assaulter in prison or jail. We can't. But we can retrain, we can learn, we can intervene, we can help people who need it.
And we'll talk about that event you're hosting in a minute. But first, I guess, what would be your message to maybe someone who's watching who is having trouble speaking up? What would you want to tell them right now?
There is help. You can walk away. I know many people who've walked away with just the shirt on their back and they ask for help. And there are so many places designed to help women, families, men. If you have children, dogs, animals, they will come forward and help you. We just need to know about it. But more importantly, those people who can't speak up, it's all of our duty to speak up on their behalf and to get them help and to make them feel safe and heard. And if we start doing that, we will save lives.
So let's talk a little about today's event. How is it going to work, and can people still get involved?
Yes, they can go online and sign up with Cooley, and I will be talking probably 20 to 30 minutes, and then there'll be another half an hour or so of questions. It's an interactive conversation so that we can do what you and I are doing, is talking about it, learning about it, and looking at options.
All right. Well, we appreciate your time this morning. Thank you so much.
Thank you.